I've always desired to make, the daily rosary a part of my spiritual life. But for a while, it just wasn't sticking. I even had a stretch where I was trying to make it to Mass. I was making it to Mass every single day for about 7 years or so. But my rosary, it was hit or miss. And finally, I did 2 practical things and I've never looked back. The first is very simple. I started making an effort to keep the inside of my car really clean, and that there's absolutely nothing on my center console except for one thing, my rosary. And so I keep my radio turned off and I get in my car each day, and there it is staring at me. It's early in the morning and it's just me and my rosary, and I have a choice. And what a way to start the day. But the second reason is the real reason this devotion has really started sticking for me personally. And it's been all about my intentions, my intentionality. And I decided that for each decade, I would have a very specific intention every single day. So here's exactly what I mean by that. Every day I dedicate the first mystery of prayers for my spouse. And I whisper her name out loud and then start praying for anything she may need prayers for. She gets the very first of my prayers. The second decade, I switch to my children. And once again, I bring them to the Lord by name, Maria, Claire, Lucy, Colby. I pray for healthy, happy, and holy children and whatever else they need my prayers for. For the third decade, I pray for my extended family, my parents, my siblings, my nieces and nephews. That list is growing. And my godchildren, etc. And then for the fourth decade, I pray for all the ministry work of Paradisus Dei, for our staff, as well as my wife's ministry, and that God would make all of our efforts fruitful, and that the Holy Spirit would guide each and every one of us every single day. And finally, for the last decade, I try to remember all the people I promised to pray for my friends, for the church at large, for peace in the world, and finally for myself. That I would be a man of God, a man of the Beatitudes, a man that would, the fruits of the Holy Spirit would be present in my life. And for me, once I started having, these very specific intentions, it became hard not to pray a daily rosary. It's the least I could do for my wife and my children and so on. And so I listed mine just as an example. But for your Live It tip of the week, try to have specific intentions for each decade of your rosary. Mine do change from time to time, and that's okay. But see where the Lord leads you. And I promise you this, Our Lady will bring your prayers directly to the heart of her Son. So clean out that car and replace all the distractions with your rosary. God's peace.